situation, your location, or circumstance. Keeping calm, asking for help, and doing your research is imperative, not for your safety, but for the safety of the people you love. Disaster, danger, and difficulty have been, and most likely always will be, permanent and universal problems. However, they are not detriments to our happiness. Crisis management can limit the consequences of these obstacles, introduce us to new people, and teach us something vital. By bringing our hardships to the forefront of conversation, we can find strength to move forward, positively and confidently in a controlled and enlightened manner. Personal adversity, more often than not, can make you feel all alone. My brother's name is Yusuf. He is 22 years old, autistic, and suffers from epilepsy. He has a great deal in common with you and I. He looks like a normal teenager. When he finds something funny, he laughs. When something bothers him, he gets annoyed. And not surprisingly, when he's sad, he cries like all of us. However, unlike us, he communicates with great difficulty. There are no verbal skills, very little sign language, and no ability to read or write. The picture exchange system, or PECS as it's commonly known, requires too much patience than he is willing to put up with. And therefore, this form of communication can also fail him. Yusuf is on medication to help with his mood swings, hyperactivity, and sometimes self-destructive behavior in times of distress. You may think that my brother's autism is a challenge for me and my family, but I have never seen it in this way. He is a great big brother who has inadvertently exposed me to a whole other realm of living, and I'm better for it. The real trial came in 2015 when he stopped sleeping. And I don't mean for a day or two, but almost an entire week. On the 6th morning, while getting ready for school, he had a seizure. Mouth frothing, convulsing, eyes rolling back. For a family who had no prior knowledge, experience, or training in how to handle the situation, we dialed 999 frantically, hurriedly rushed through our words, and waited in chaos and agony for the paramedics to arrive. In the aftermath of my brother's first seizure, we asked ourselves, why did we ignore the warning signs? Did we know enough about autism to know this could happen? The short answer is no. Not sleeping is a precursor to too many different outcomes. What we should have done was ask for help the moment he stopped sleeping. Would this have prevented the seizure? Probably not, but we would have had more minds thinking about the same problem. As a result, we may have known that 1 out of 68 children is diagnosed with autism, after which epilepsy and other seizure disorders affect up to 1/3 of them. That means out of every 68 children diagnosed with autism, 23 are additionally diagnosed with epilepsy. If we look at this on a global scale, 37 million people suffer from these dual neurological conditions. This would have helped with maintaining our composure during this traumatic experience and encouraged us to ask for help. As we now know, we were far from alone. These conditions require medication. Depricap and Respidol for mood stabilization, Seroquel for psychotic episodes, and Remeron to regulate sleep patterns. While these medications are essential and make life manageable, they do have their notable and established side effects which influence a majority of patients. Depricap and Respidol slow the metabolism, causing significant weight gain, while Seroquel can hamper cognitive skills while making the patient feel drowsy and depressed. These noted side effects made us want to avoid the medication in the first place. In fact, not knowing better, we even reduced the Risperdal. However, this only led to more frequent and psychotic episodes. We soon realized that abstaining from this medication could only lead to a crisis far, far worse and potentially life-threatening. After consultation, my parents decided that we could not risk another unmedicated and uncontrolled episode, as life with a slightly sedated and dopey Yusuf was 100% better than a life with no Yusuf at all. We could only come to this conclusion through the help of family, friends, neurologists, and the community of determination which embraced us. The question is, how do we move forward and what's next? Well, crisis management through education, implementation, and participation in the global community to help others with similar obstacles. These are complex issues with no real solution. The goal is to not solve the problem completely, but to shed light on the issue and benefits of being prepared in the future. In crisis of any type, I leave you with 3 calls to action. 1, maintain composure. There is a solution. 2, ask for help. Someone will know what to do. And 3, do your research. Almost nothing in life is 1 in 7 billion. We are never alone. A capsizing outcome can be prevented from ever happening again. Thank you.